One of the most rewarding things in music production is transforming a sound completely from its starting point. In this video, I'm going to show you my 10 favorite plugins for sound design. First up is Halftime by Cable Guys. This is only $12, so it's well worth the value. This plugin gives a half-speed effect for your incoming audio. You can sculpt which parts of the frequency are time stretched, as well as control the speeds of the time stretching and looping. While this may be the simplest plugin on this list, if you automate the parameters creatively, you can really morph the sound from its starting point. Next is Convex by Glitch Machines. This is a multi-effects processor designed to create contorted artifacts, syncopated patterns, and skewed digital textures. It features dual filters, dual pitch, and dual delay modules, all controlled by 2 envelopes and 4 LFOs. With the variety of routing options and stock presets that come with it, Convex is a great option to glitch out your sounds. This next one is one of my favorites, which is Shaperbox 2 by Cable Guys. This plugin features 6 unique modules that you can put in a chain in any order. But the real power of Shaperbox comes when you start playing around with the LFOs for each of these modules. You have an extreme amount of control when it comes to shaping these LFOs. They give you quite a few keyboard commands to make this process really precise. It has a time module, so if you're thinking about getting halftime, this could be a good option as well. There's also a solid amount of presets to start with. Definitely worth checking out. Next on the list is Turnado by Sugar Bytes. Turnado features 24 effects with 8 slots to use them, and each of these effects have a macro knob. However, you can get really hands-on with the parameters if you go into the edit panel. And one of the best features is the dictator mode, where you control one giant slider that essentially maps out keyframes for the 8 individual knobs. This is really powerful for live performance and achieving a really drastic change in the sound with one single slider. As you can tell, this would be really powerful for live performances. Next up is Fritz by Electric Panda LLC. This is actually a Reason Rack extension. If you haven't checked out Reason Rack, you're definitely missing out on some cool effects and a skeuomorphic workflow. It's really nice to flip these devices and route the cables manually. Fritz is a granular effects device and can really mangle the audio. It can create a lot of complex and psychedelic effects, including pitch shifting, drone synthesis, stutters, glitches, and more. I really love the UI on the next one, and that is Portal by Output. This is also a granular synthesis plugin. It features over 250 presets, a powerful time manipulation engine, as well as scale-based pitch modulation. It's all driven by the stylish XY control pad. Portal really can transform a sound from its starting point. I'd also recommend checking out Thermal. The UI is similar to Portal with the giant XY control pad. However, this is a distortion unit. We have them both on rent to own, so you can download them and try them for free for a few days. Next up is Infiltrator by Devious Machines. This is one of the most powerful on the list. It has 28 unique effects modules with envelopes and sequencers to add movement to each of these individual effects. There's everything from distortion, pitch shifting, FM, delay, reverb, and there's tons of great presets. There's even options to get off the grid and swing your LFO shapes, randomize them. This thing has tons of bells and whistles. It's super powerful. That got pretty wild there. Timeless 3 by FabFilter is an ultra flexible tape delay plugin with time stretching, really high quality filters, and drag and drop modulation. Timeless 3 supports up to 6 filters, which can be either original or vintage modes. Combine that with the 16 delay taps and you're really cooking with gas. You can also get an analog tape delay or a smooth time stretching behavior when changing the delay time. FabFilter really doesn't miss with any of their products. definitely going to resample this for later. Next, we have Stutter Edit 2 by iZotope. This plugin was developed in collaboration with electronic artist BT, and it is absolutely a Swiss Army knife when it comes to sound design. At the heart of Stutter Edit 2 is the stutter and buffer controls. This essentially lets you control the quantity and speed of the slices, which all feed into a wide array of effects. You can modulate all your effects and the buffer and stutter with customizable curves. And on top of all of this, Stutter Edit 2 is meant to be played with your MIDI keyboard. You can switch the plugin to MIDI mode, and then your keyboard will trigger different patches. It's really great for live performance, and it's also a really organic and spontaneous way to come up with unique sound design ideas. Finally, we have Rift by Minimal Audio. Rift is a unique distortion plugin with 30 custom algorithms spanning from both classic and never before heard processors. It features over 400 presets with deep macro control, a groundbreaking multipolar distortion engine, physical modeling feedback and delay, as well as state-of-the-art morphing filters. I'd highly recommend trying this one for a few days. We have it on rent to own. The link will be in the description. That sounds pretty dope. Thanks for sticking to the end of the video, y'all. I'll have all the links in the description for each of these plugins. They weren't in any particular order. You could use several of these together in a chain. In fact, I'm curious how they would all sound together on one sound.